I've been at Marist College for 18 years. I'm a full professor of strategy there. I'm dual degreed in strategy and behavioral science because one of, I think, your greatest challenges is not just knowing how to do the analysis. It's not just making it look great, but it's understanding the senior management that you're working with well enough to know how to communicate it to them well enough so they could even hear anything that you're going to say in the first place. And part of what we're going to focus on today is not just theory and thinking, but it's also how do we take that knowledge that we learned from this morning about perception and perceptual errors and use that to help us structure the message in a way that it could be heard. Otherwise, is communication functional at all? I also have been consulting for a couple of decades. H&R Associates is my own firm where I've done strategy consulting as well as building shadow teams, competitive intelligence. So, and been working with ACI, I don't know, for years now. And I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for welcoming me. So let's get started. Let's get started. What are we going to do today? Well, what are scenarios anyway? What is planning anyway? What is strategic planning? You know, most of what you're doing right now is supposed to be informing senior decision makers about how they should spend their money. Really, isn't that what planning is about? Strategic planning, operational planning, tactical planning, technology planning. How do we spend our money? What's the best investment we can make for resources, human and things and capital? And we do all of this analysis to try to say, hey, we think competitors are going to behave a certain way. We think the environment is changing. We think consumers are changing. We think we have an opportunity. Let's think about how we could position ourselves and invest. But how do you really do that? How do you really look forward? If we're forecasting, what are forecasts based on?
Assumptions.
Correct. Assumptions about what already happened. Assumptions about the past. We're using the past to try to predict the future. We're letting what's happened in the past inform our tomorrow. And there's got to be some kind of balance in there where we look past that. We look past forecasting. We look past basing everything in what's going on now. You know, wargaming answers Ben's favorite question, right? So what? Strategy speaks to what's next. Scenario analysis will speak to what if? What if? It's looking for those black swans,